Hey, welcome to our new series. This is the driver series, and we're not going to talk necessarily about how to hit a driver. We're going to talk about mistakes that I see that people make with their driver. So everybody knows the basics on how to set up with a driver. You have a wide stance, the ball's forward in your stance, you have some spine tilt which gets your left shoulder high, and the ball is teed up half above your club. Everybody knows those basics. But here's what happens and mistakes that people make when they get to a driver. And some of it happens just because of setup and they don't understand what should happen after that. So when I'm set up to a driver, this left shoulder gets high. And where I see a lot of people really jack up their golf swings, especially with drivers, they'll get here and this left shoulder will stay high in the backswing, which will pull you off of the ball. It doesn't get your club elevated up in the air and you start doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So what should happen is, even though this left shoulder is set up high, when you make your takeaway, it actually is going to go back down. So that's right there. And the reason it goes down is because this is what elevates the club to the top of the swing. Now when I rotate, then it's going to end up going back up, and that's how you get your launch on the golf ball. So one way to do this, and I've done this in other series before, is take your setup with the club across your shoulders, give yourself a little bump with this high, and then work on getting that butt of the club pointed back at the ground. And it's not going to be all the way at the ground, but you need to understand that that elevation should change. If it goes this way, then you're in deep, deep stuff. All right, so hopefully you learned a little bit about your left shoulder today and how it works in the golf swing, especially with the driver, and we'll see you next week.